Now, many people feel hard done by, don't they, when they get a parking ticket? So much so, they challenge the fine. But if that challenge is rejected, most don't take it much further.
Perhaps we should. Which magazine says the number of parking fines overturned at appeal means it's worth persevering if your initial complaint is turned down.
Well, we're joined now by Adam Rayner, a motoring journalist. Very good morning to you, Adam. Presumably you
Morning.
had the odd parking ticket or two yourself?
Well, I've been a bit of a West End boy, parking around the place. Usually find somewhere that's okay, but I hate them with a passion, absolutely. I've had a few, but you try and avoid them.
It's the unjustified ones we're talking about here, and apparently, according to this research, I mean, it's quite a lengthy appeals process if you take it all the way. People who initially appeal them give up and tend to pay up, but if they took it a bit further, apparently they're more likely to get off.
I think this is a good thing. It comes down to departments at councils actually being able to see that the operatives on the street might be being a bit overzealous. I believe parking wardens are often given targets. And the fact is that motorist is subject to a bit of a totalitarian sort of society for their own little thing. Whatever happens, the motorist is going to get spanked. And there is this sort of British thing of just sort of putting up with stuff and not complaining and, oh, it doesn't matter, it's only me. But I do think that it is worth absolutely having a go, especially if you think your ticket has actually been applied unjustly. My parents both have disabled badges for good purpose, and they've been given tickets, mostly because they've been given tickets in places where signs weren't properly shown. And I think if the rules are going to be that draconian, then absolutely they should have to adhere to the letter of it. And if it isn't absolutely right, if the signs aren't properly shown, then I do think there's a jolly good cause to go appeal, and I'm glad that it has shown up at some point in it.
There is the issue, though, of the discount. You get 50% off from a lot of councils if you pay up within 14
you mean the threatening
or 20,
notes?
Yeah, the threatening note. And then if you take it to appeal, they say, well, OK, if you lose, you're going to have to pay the full amount.
Yes, there is. It doesn't seem entirely fair from the top down. I mean, the amount of your parking ticket is the 50%. The extra bit is just a nasty little threat to make you pay it up sooner. It's not just on the streets, all over the place, and even parking legally can be a real pain in the neck. Airports and using the flaming internet and so forth.
And now they've got these cameras that can catch you as well. They don't even need to have a traffic warden. But what about the argument that there are good reasons for parking rules, to allow the traffic to flow, to make our city centres move more easily?
It's one of those issues that can be seen as a bit nebulous. I know that in my part of Hertfordshire, we had none at all for ages. In St Albans, they were pleading to have them back because it was chaos. In my little high street in Bushy, we didn't miss them at all. And it was wonderful. In main high streets, in busy parts of big towns, of course it is important. But I do think the whole sort of us and them type situation is maybe a slightly healthy thing. Talk to local traders about how they feel about people being able to pull over just for a moment to go and pop in and buy something, or getting spanked for it financially.
Or talk to London cabbies, as we were the other day. Adam, we must end it there. Thank you very much indeed. I'm sure our viewers have many experiences to share with us on that very subject. Do get in touch with us.